Was swooping feathered predators. Welcome back to Monkey Boys Toys, and welcome back to the sofa. Thanks very much for joining me again. Here's a Slimer to look at, and a knockoff Slimer. Now, as you can probably tell, the theme for this week's video is going to be, that's right, you've guessed it, Star Wars. So let's remove these Slimers from the shot and get on with the items. The first things that I would like to show you are these. Now, these are Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi storybooks from 1997. So they are not vintage, but they are still pretty old. These are readily available online, so I thought I'd just give you guys a quick flick through in case you were thinking about picking these up for yourself. Here you go. They are full of words and pictures. Not really much to be said about them, to be honest. There's a nice picture of the top of Alec Guinness's head for you to look at there. So there we go, there is a scalp to be seen. Again, these books are they're basically written for children or sort of young people, so that they're nothing too amazing, but they do have some nice images from the films in. So there you go, there's a quick look through the Star Wars one. We've got a nice image of Darth Vader on the front of this one. There we go. Bringing in Empire Strikes Back, we've got Yoda on the front. Let's have a flick through this one. We've got some nice images again. There's Chewie with C-3PO on his back, throttling Lando Calrissian. Let's see what else we've got in here. Yeah, just some nice images from the film there. These are available on eBay relatively cheaply. You can pick these up in good condition, and they're quite nice things to have. As I say, they're not vintage items, but they are nevertheless quite nice to have. Cool image there of the snowtrooper. I do like a good snowtrooper, and he's a good one. So there you go, there's that. Is that a picture of Luke hanging upside down in the cave on Hoth? There we go. I've got a picture of a Tauntaun. I don't think there's a picture of the Wampa, but we do see Luke in the back to tank there in his pants. So there you go. Nice one. So that's the Empire Strikes Back. And then we've got the Return of the Jedi storybook with Jabba the Hutt on the front. Let's have a quick flick through that and see if we can find anything amusing in there. Let's have a look. Surely there's got to be a picture of Admiral Akbar in here. You would think so, wouldn't you? Let's hope there is. Come on, Admiral, where are you? You should be in here. If there's not a picture of Admiral Akbar in here, I'm going to be severely disappointed. It looks like I'm going to be severely disappointed. We've got a nice image of the Emperor there. Whoa, look at my face. Lots of these pictures in these books are very dark. The photos aren't great. We've got the heroes there in the Ewok net. A scout trooper doing an explosive fart that's sending him flying into the woods of Endor. I'm not seeing an Admiral Akbar in this book, so if you do want an Admiral Akbar, you won't find one in this book, sadly. That's a bit of a shame. Never mind. So there are the three Star Wars storybooks from 1997. The next book I'd like to show you is this one, which is the Star Wars storybook. Now this is from 1978. This is a vintage item. If we have a quick flick through here, we can see we've got sort of low quality images taken from the film. I mean, this one in particular, I mean, it's such a dark image, isn't it? You've got the Millennium Falcon flying into the loading bay there, or whatever it is. But yeah, some of these images do leave a lot to be desired. But such was the case of storybooks back in the 70s and early 80s. They weren't always the best for their images. Got the sand people there, looking quite cool. Whatever noise they made. They did make a noise, didn't they? A nice big image there of the Death Star. But again, there's an awful lot of black ink in these books. A lot of the pictures are very dark and difficult to see. But there we go. Oh, there's a nice image there of Vader pointing at Princess Leia. Naughty, naughty girl. One thing to note about this book is it's got a nice sort of foil X-wing on the cover there, underneath the slip cover. It's got a really quite a nice X-wing there. But yeah, so that's that's the Star Wars storybook. Let me just pop that here to the back. Next up, I've got the Empire Strikes Back storybook. Now, I'm not sure when. I think this was from 1980. Yes, this one was from 1980. This is not a hardback book like the previous one was, but again, we've got some nice images here. There's a cool image on the back there of the two droids. And if we have a flick through, the images in this book are slightly better. They're a bit more colourful. Vader there, looking cool. The iconic scene there of Luke atop the weather vane with Darth Vader extending the hand towards him. We're all familiar with that image. There's Luke disappearing through the window of the Death Star. So yeah, quite a nice storybook this. Now this one's a little harder to get hold of in good condition. There's Yoda with his stick out. Oh, that was a Chewbacca noise, but you know what I mean. Making Chewbacca noise you are. There's a dead Tauntaun and Han attending to Luke. So yeah, there we go. There's the Empire Strikes Back storybook from 1980. Pop that one there. And now the next two books that I'm going to show you are Return of the Jedi storybooks. Now you might find these both online. They are the same. They have the same content in the book, although they're presented slightly differently. This one here is a paperback. This one here is a hardback. I'll just pop that one there for a second. This is the type of thing you're going to find in this storybook. It's a little bit more extensive, and it does follow the plot of the film. There are some nice images in here. There must be one of Admiral Akbar, surely. Come on, there's got to be one of him in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. There he is. It's a trap. Look at me. I'm like a big shrimp thing. So, yeah, there we go. There's this storybook. Now, let me just see who published this one and when it was published. Okay, this was published by Futura Publications in 1983. Now, this version here, the hardback, presumably was produced by St. Michael. Let's have a look what the year this one was made. This was published in, let's have a look, 1983 by Octopus Books. But the contents of the book are the same. So if you are looking at these online and you're thinking of buying one of these books, as I say, this is the paperback, the softback, and this is the hardback, but they are both the same inside. Okay, so we'll pop those there. And now let's get to the items that you're all probably waiting for, which is a couple of new figures that I've picked up recently. Now, having said that I was done with collecting Black Series, after having watched the Ahsoka TV series, there were two characters that I really liked in that series. The first one is General Hera Syndulla. Here we see her in the Ahsoka colourway. We've got a nice image of her on the side there. She is number 6 in the Ahsoka line. There's a little bio about her there. Well, just a couple of sentences about the character there. A really nice figure. The face sculpt, I think, is pretty good. It does bear quite a resemblance to the actress who played Hera Syndulla, who was Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I think they've done quite a good job with the face sculpt. They haven't quite nailed the very piercing eye colour, the sort of turquoise eye colour that the character had. But they've done a reasonable job. So yeah, there we've got General Hera Syndulla. Now, interestingly, the actress or actor, depending on how you want to say it, if you're woke or not, but the lady that played Hera, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, is actually married to Ewan McGregor, who obviously played Obi-Wan. So that's an interesting little Star Wars fact for you. But yeah, it's quite a nice figure. Comes just with the one accessory, which is a small blaster, which will fit into her holster. But obviously I'm not going to be opening this. This will just be going into a protective case and will be displayed like this. But there you go. There is Hera Syndulla, a nice figure. And the second figure that I picked up was Sabine Wren, again from the Ahsoka TV series. She is number 3 in the Ahsoka line. Got a nice image of her on the side there. Again, a little write-up on the back. In fact, that doesn't even say anything about Sabine Wren. Let's just check the back of this one. Does this? Oh no. Okay, so it's got the same write-up on both of these, and it's not actually about the character. Now, actually having looked at it, it's just telling us about the Ahsoka TV series, so that's a bit disappointing. But anyway, here is Sabine Wren. Again, quite a nice face sculpt. It does look quite a bit like the actress who played her, and her name is Natasha Liu Bordizzo. I think that's how you say it. And an interesting fact about her is she is actually married to me. She really is. So yeah, there we go. You'd think I would know how to pronounce her name, being as that she's my wife. But anyway, there we go. There is Sabine Wren, looking cool. So yeah, and she comes obviously with the lightsaber. That does look like a very thick blade on that lightsaber, but there we go. She comes with that. So yeah, having said that, I was going to possibly stop collecting Black Series. I've now got another couple. Because I did really like these characters. I think they were the best characters in the show. They were very good. I wasn't so keen on Ahsoka herself. I'm not sure that Rosario Dawson was the right choice to play that character. Although she did a good job, I'm just not convinced that was the right casting decision. But anyway, there we go. There's a few things that I've got to show you this week. Let's pop them there. And that's about it. So thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with any other feathered predators you may know. And do leave me a comment and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But for now, I'm going to make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. See you later. Bye.